Young Monster 3 here, and I'm back again with a new video. And I'm actually going to this video. I'm actually making like in the middle of the night for some very weird reason. But I'm not going to go into any details, so I'm just now going to tell you what this video is going to be about. And this is basically like a video response to Prince Mamuwalde here on YouTube. You can check his channel out. He's a really great guys. I will just put a link down below to his video. And the video is basically about twists in horror movies that are like what the hell happened there, or oh my god, like yeah, twists, you know. First up we got at number 10 we got Existence, and you probably think that's not a horror movie. Yeah, I know, but not really a horror movie, but it's more like a sci-fi. But I just had to pick this one in my like twist top 10 twist movies. So yeah, and you basically don't understand shit about this, not at all. So I'm not going to say anything more about it, because you're always thinking, are they in the game, or are they not in the game, or they're dreaming, or whatever. So you're like, whoa, what the hell is going on? But that's number 10, and I know it's not really a horror movie, but still. And at number 9 is a movie from the 80s that I thought in the ending was like, oh my god, what happened there, and was it all just dreaming or what? And that is Slaughterhouse down there. I don't really know if you can see it right there. Sorry, right there. And it was like in the end it was like the killer actually woke up from in a hospital or something like that. So it was like, did he just dream that he killed all these persons, or was it that he was injured when he did that and all that? So yeah, it was very weird. So, but I still really like that movie, Slaughterhouse. And number 8 is Friday the 13th Part 5, A New Beginning. And I actually picked this one because I think most of you horror fans out there have actually already seen this movie. And the reason why I picked it is because you don't really understand that shit. You just think that, oh my god, that's Jason, and Jason is killing people and all that. But in the ending, when you see that Jason falls over and like getting, I think he's landing on like spikes or all that, and then you see that it is not Jason, because it's just some kind of copycat killer, and it was sort of a shock for me the first time I saw it. So yeah, Friday the 13th Part 5. At number 8. At number 7 we got Cube, and the ending right there was with a very big twist. I mean, didn't really understand shit about that. You just hoped for an answer, but you never got it, and you don't really get any answers by watching the other two either. But I still just had to pick it in my number 7 spot in my like horror movie twists and all that. So yeah, Cube, number 7. And at number 6 we got the movie that I was like, for like the first time I saw it, was like, oh my god, did this really happen, or were there some other people there before? And that was Dead Birds, and it's basically because of these kind of weird creatures that the robbers are actually finding in the beginning of the movie, that there's some kind of very weird, I'm not sure I know what it is, it's some very weird creature, and they're like, oh, what the hell is that? And then in the ending the main guy in the movie actually gets transformed into this kind of creature, but he doesn't really understand it, and he's getting shot at, and that's basically because he got this shape of this creature, and all very many people are shooting at him, and they think like, why are you shooting at me? But he's actually a creature without noticing it. So that was a very big shock for me. So Dead Birds, number 6. And number 5 is a classic one with a classic twist in the end, and that is The Shining. I don't really know if I'm going to say anything more about it, because I used to think about this last scene in the movie when you see Jack Torrance at this very old picture in the ending. That, like, is he just a ghost, or is it his second life or whatever? It was just very weird with a very big twist, and yeah, I'm not going to say anything more. The Shining, number 5, yes. And number 4 is a movie that a really classic. I really love this movie, and that is Black Christmas. And the twist in the end, when you actually think that, oh my god, the killer he's dead, they've killed him, that's alright and all that, because the killer was their buddy and all that, but it actually isn't. So the killer, it's like ringing from in the phone again, and that's basically because of that the killer actually is in the house when you see the end credits roll on the screen. So the killer never dies in this movie, so it was very scary and very shocking and like that in the ending. So that was really great and made this movie even better. So yeah, Black Christmas, number 4, yes. And next is a movie that I saw in the theaters with a buddy, and that is The Cabin in the Woods. I mean, come on. If you see a movie called The Cabin in the Woods, I think like, oh, they're going to get killed in the woods and all that, and like the ordinary slasher movie. But this wasn't really what I expected. I mean, the ending was like, oh my god, I loved it, because you got really shocked and all that in the ending. It was like a very big twist at the end of the world and all that, so it was really great to see that. I mean, yeah, that I gave it a 10 out of 10 on the movie database immediately. So yeah, The Cabin in the Woods, number 3. That's horror movie twists. And the second one is a slasher from the 80s, from 86 I believe, and the movie is called April Fool's Day, and this was actually the title that Slaughterhouse wanted to have from the beginning, but this was already taken by this movie, so they just decided to have Slaughterhouse instead. But this is April Fool's Day, and I got, oh my god, what a very big prank. Like you probably already know with all the other movies that I've talked about in this video, is that I'm like spoiling very much, so if you don't want to know anything, or you can just ignore me or press the mute button, because there are going to be very many spoilers as well. And in this movie actually no one dies in this movie, and probably it sounds pretty boring, but you think that all these persons die because it looks very realistic and all that, but everything was just a really big prank. So that was, wow, really awesome. So I know some people really hate it because of that, but I actually really enjoyed it. So yeah, April Fool's Day, number 2. And at number 1 is a movie that I've talked about 100 times, and you already know what it is. The biggest shock for me ever in a horror movie, or a twist, and that is Sleepaway Camp. Do I even need to say anything about this? About this girl over here? Yeah, not going to say anything more. Thank you for watching, and I hope you enjoyed this video, and this was like my personal top 10 horror movie twists, and yeah, hope to see you again as soon as possible, so see you next time. Bye bye.